Hi, Fred.
Hello?
So we haven't done a vegan treat in a while.
We haven't?
No, we haven't. So I thought today we, on 3 ingredient recipes, would make a vegan snack. What do you think about that?
Well, you know what I think?
What do you think?
Well, I think that since we haven't done a vegan recipe, we should probably do a vegan snack.
No, wait. You know what's good?
What?
We should try making something vegan.
Wow!
Yeah.
How do you think up of these things?
I don't know, but I think today would be a perfect day to make a really nice, sweet, vegan treat.
Very good. Let's have a very nice, what you said.
Okay. So you've had Rice Krispie treats before, right?
Of course.
Yep. Rice Krispie treats are...
Smack, crackle, pop, and marshmallow.
Exactly. Now, marshmallow can often contain gelatin.
Gelatin.
Yeah, so we are going to make an alternative that uses some different ingredients, but it has the same sort of effect.
Okay.
This one is made with...
Cornflakes.
Yep. Cornflakes are nice and crunchy, they're vegan, and they go really well into a bar.
Crunch.
So for this recipe, which is peanut butter cornflake crunch bars, that's a...
Say that 10 times fast.
Peanut butter cornflake crunch bars, I can only say it once.
Okay. I'm not even sure you can do that.
No, for these peanut butter cornflake crunch bars, we are going to use 4 cups of cornflakes.
4?
4 cups of cornflakes.
4?
Yep.
Wow, that's a lot of cornflakes.
It is, but there's a lot of bars.
Okay.
Now, of course, for peanut butter cornflake crunch bars, what else would we need?
Oh, we need the peanut butter.
We would need peanut butter, so we are going to use 1 cup of peanut butter.
1 cup of peanut butter?
Yes.
Does it have to be creamy, or can you use the crunchy too?
You could use crunchy. Crunchy would work really well because they would be even crunchier. Now, we are making these vegan, which is, of course, good for people with dietary restrictions. If you have someone with a nut allergy, you could, if it's a peanut allergy, you could use something like almond butter. Or if they have a nut allergy, you could use something like sunflower butter.
Sunflower butter.
Yep, so whatever kind you want, it's just going to be 1 cup.
1 cup.
Yeah. Now, to make these a sweet treat, we are going to use a liquid, kind of a sticky liquid sugar. The liquid sugar that we are going to choose is maple syrup.
Maple syrup.
Now, if
Looks like you chose it a lot.
We used up a lot of it already. Yeah, we already made the recipe. So, if you are not keeping this 100% vegan, if you're just going vegetarian, you could use honey.
Honey.
Or you could use something like agave. But agave is, at least wherever I shop, is quite expensive, and we are going to use 1 full cup.
1 full cup?
Yep. So
that's why you went out.
That's how we ran out. So this is 1 cup of natural maple syrup. Now, don't use maple syrup flavoring. Don't use like pancake syrup that has other ingredients in it because it really won't hold together. You really do need the natural maple syrup or natural honey, or you could use agave nectar, but just make sure that you use that, and it's 1 cup.
1 cup.
Let's see how to make this.
Okay.
This is a very simple recipe. I am going to start with my 1 cup of peanut butter in a bowl that is microwave safe. And to that, I'm just going to add my 1 cup of maple syrup. Now, because these are both fairly thick and sticky, I'm not even going to try to mix them together just yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into the microwave, starting off with about 30 seconds, and then I will microwave it in 15 to 30 second increments until it's all nice and liquidy, but not really terribly hot. What I want is for it to be spreadable and also for it to be able to be mixed together. Okay, so this has been in the microwave for about 1:30, and as you see, the peanut butter has started to melt into the maple syrup. So I'm going to start mixing this together just to see how well it goes. And the maple syrup got quite a bit warmer than the peanut butter because the peanut butter was all in one big lump. But as you see, it's now all just mixing together really nicely, and that's what you want. You don't want it boiling hot or anything. You just want it to be nice and liquidy, and it'll still hold a little bit of its viscosity. And now to this mixture, I'm just going to add my 4 cups of cornflakes, and then I'm just going to mix all of this together. Now, you don't want to break up the cornflakes too much. You really want to keep the crunch, and if you really mash it all together, what you'll do is you'll wind up losing a lot of the crunchiness of the cornflakes because they'll just get lost in the mixture. So try to do this as gently as you can. Now I have a Pyrex dish that I have lined with some parchment paper. You can see I sprayed it a little bit with a little bit of cooking spray at the bottom just so it'll stick to the bottom while I pour this mixture in. So I'm just going to pour in my cornflake mixture. And now I will just spread it evenly through the dish. Now this can go into the fridge for about a half an hour. If you want a more solid sort of bar, you can just store this in the fridge. If you want something a little bit more sticky, then you can leave it at room temperature right after you have let this set and cut it into bars. Okay, this has been in the fridge for a little bit more than a half an hour. So it's now solidified pretty well. I will take it out and cut it into some bars. Okay, and now it's time to see how they taste. What do you think?
Peanut buttery.
These are peanut buttery
Cornflakey.
and cornflakey. They're
Maple
very
syrupy.
Yep, those are the three ingredients, and that's exactly what these taste like. These they're a little bit more delicate than I'd say a Rice Krispie treat is.
Yes.
As you can see, it's bending a little bit. So yeah, a little bit. It took a lot longer in the fridge than I thought it would. And I probably wouldn't leave these at room temperature. I would probably keep these chilled so that they'll hold their shape really well. But for something
you don't want them to fall apart.
You really don't want them to fall apart. So if you want something that is vegan, it's a really nice treat, it's a really sweet treat, and it's made pretty much with things that are, I'm not going to say they're all natural, but it's really a good alternative to, say, candy bars.
Natural cornflakes.
Yeah, and of course this is 100% vegan, so it's good for anybody who wants to avoid animal products.
Ooh.
Crunchy.
Crunchy.
Well, thanks so much for joining me.
Well, thanks for having me.
We had a really good time. It just goes to prove that you can make a really good treat, and you can keep in mind people's dietary restrictions. So if you have
restrictions.
Yep. So if you have people who like to avoid animal products, we have an entire playlist of vegan recipes, which I will link down below. And now, if you enjoyed this 3-ingredient recipe, what can people do?
They can subscribe.
You can subscribe. We make a new 3-ingredient recipe every week on Thursdays. You could also leave a comment down below if there is a recipe you would like us
I
to...
don't see anything, but all I see is Peter down there.
You're giving things away.
What? We gave the recipe away, too.
Yeah, we gave the recipe away. So you can also leave a comment down below. Let us know if there's a recipe you would like us to try to make with 3 ingredients. And also, sharing these recipes really, really helps. So if you want to share it on social media, or just let people know that 3-ingredient recipes exist and our channel exists. We have a whole bunch of things.
Share it on Twitter.
On Twitter? Twitter?
Twitter, yeah.
Oh, is that how they say it in alien speak?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Well, share it on Twitter, or whatever you want to.
Yeah.
So thanks so much for joining us this time. We will see you again next Thursday with another 3-ingredient recipe.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hi, friend.
Hello.
You haven't been here for a while.
Oh, well...
No, that's not true, is it? You were here. You were here pretty recently.
Should we try that again?
Maybe we should try that again. That'd help if I didn't have the dementia. Okay.